this is Dr. Ragland of Zombie Hunter University. Today we're going to take a look at the scientific minimalist approach to killing mothers. These are boss zombies encountered in yellow zones and beyond in the city of Fairview in Dead Frontier. You can see this test subject is starting off in what should be a good position. Mother is trapped behind a fence. Easy thing would be to stand there and shoot it through the fence. Unfortunately, this particular survivor has only a mid-level USP pistol without much damage per hit. Can't stand too close to the mother without risk of being hit by that projectile vomit, and that pistol is just not very accurate at a safe distance. So this survivor named Tacky is going to go hand-to-hand instead using a chainsaw, which is pretty effective because, as you can see, this is a fenced-in parking lot which will keep out most of the other zombies. So first step here is to clear the surrounding aggro in order to then be able to focus on the mother herself. And this is going to take a minute or two. It's just one of those things. Mothers are slow. They're dangerous, but they're very slow, and the disadvantage there is it should make them easier to kill because it's easy to outmaneuver them, but because they're slow, the other zombies surround them, and it's they sort of form a shield. In any case, we're gonna fast forward or skip over quite a chunk of screen time there that it took to clear the other zombies. Now that we have this alone, you can see that Tacky is, instead of circling, doing this kind of seesaw back and forth movement, sort of making a semicircle. The idea here is to keep the chainsaw in contact continuously with the mother without, or as much as possible, without ever standing in front of her, hence the front and back. And you can see that the mother just lost her head and arms there, which means she's about to die. So Tacky has to retreat to a safe distance and shoot. He doesn't want to get hit by that vomit, so he's standing just off to the side. And you can see that you need to keep moving in order to avoid being hit by the vomit, but you don't need to move that far. Usually just a step or two is enough, because then the mother will only adjust slightly, trying to hit where you were, and you do that for a while and eventually you will be able to kill her. Let's move on to another approach. So we were talking about shooting just a second ago. This is a different student who is using an M1 Garand rifle, which has higher accuracy, so it's possible to stand further away at a safe distance and still hit the mother without too many bullets going wide of the mark. And the idea here is try to get the mother behind some kind of obstruction. In the previous case we saw a fence, in this case it's some bushes, and you can see what happens there is once the mother is up against that obstruction, she kind of runs or walks continuously without pausing to vomit, which makes things a little bit easier. And you can also see she's losing her head. She just lost the second of two arms, which is a sign that she's not long for this world. It's still going to take another minute or so to finish her off. The M1 Garand is a low-level rifle, proficiency 40, has about as much damage per hit as a battle axe, so it does take a while. A more advanced weapon could kill the mother much faster, but the point of scientific minimalism is to show that you don't always need the best weapons to get the job done. In this case, the M1 Garand is good enough because once you've found a safe place, you can stand there as long as you need to do the job. This lengthy period firing round after round illustrates the advantage of using a chainsaw during the initial stage of the boss hunt. It saves on ammunition. By using a chainsaw, it's more likely that you will turn a profit from the loot you get from the mother after she dies, because you will not have spent a fortune on ammunition. Finally, the mother explodes. Now you see why it is necessary to maintain a safe distance. This is why we use firearms to kill off mothers, or in this case a flaming version of the mother, which takes even longer to kill. Hopefully this is of assistance to sophomore level students contemplating their first boss hunt of a mother. Good luck.